It's okay, just trying to stay safe at the start here and get a good getaway, make sure we don't get into any trouble. Going around the outside, just and try and avoid as many collisions as possible. But so far so good. The gap forms here, Smithium almost gets spun, so I go for it. And then Daz almost squares into the side of me, but luckily no damage there. So started in P9 and up to P7 already. So moving onwards quickly through the race. Now on the back alignment beam. Overtake on the inside there, trying to leave space. So coming up on the back of the Kel here, getting ready to do a move at some point, but he makes a small mistake and so I'm past him pretty easily. However, it's pretty risky to attack in these back sectors. So lose the car just a little bit, but manage to keep it going. However, now we're up into 4th place, so really happy with that, and everything so far has gone perfect. There's a BSC, nothing to worry about, and then right on the back of AWD Turbo Guy now. A lot of dirty air going through that corner. It's hard to keep the traction. I need to try and widen this corner a little bit. I try and leave space, but we touch. Hopefully there's no damage to Turbo Guy there.
Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack. Check your MFD for a use strategy option.
So yeah, this is heartbreaking. Like between trying to make sure I don't slide off the track, take those S's, make sure, keep an eye on Kem, make sure I don't accidentally catch up with him too quickly. And now Jess offered me a new strategy option. I'm trying to do all the maths in my head about whether the tyres can keep going. I just forget all about the safety car delta and we get a drive-through penalty.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Decide to pit for Ints because why not? Seems like the correct strategy at this point.
Let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
Trying to keep the tyres warm behind the safety car when Kem hits the wall. So I back off to avoid him, just making sure I keep my distance. But unfortunately, Issy crashes into me and that gives me another 5-second penalty, which is, you know, as you can imagine at this point, is kind of added insult to injury on top of the drive-through penalty. I'm right on top of Kem here. I've got better pace. I just want to get through and go now. And I take a break for it here. I know I've got that drive-through to deal with. I almost lose the car coming through these corners, but managed to hold it. I made the smallest mistake here, just lock up a little bit. That gives Cam a chance to get past me, but luckily I've got all the ERS I need to defend this. So yeah, at this point I'm pulling away from both Ken and Ishii, and like I have the pace to get way ahead here, but I have to take that drive-through penalty. It's just heartbreaking. Oh, good old Jeff, the master of strategy at work here. What a genius. Let's go on to the medium tyres. I figured the race was drying up, so let's take a risk on this. I had to take that 5-second penalty I got from Ishii earlier, and yeah, I figured that the race must be drying up any minute now, otherwise why would Jeff put me on mediums? So I noticed I'm the only one on mediums, and I realised that the DRS hasn't been enabled, so now I'm worried about this. And yeah, it's like driving on ice. There's no grip anywhere at all. So I spin here. Now normally I would try and recover this and get back round, but I'm trapped between the two walls and I've got Waiko coming up on me. So I do have a bit of cheeky reset to track, but I think I would have ended up destroying Waiko's race if I'd have been trying to turn around there, assuming I didn't get disqualified in the first place for driving backwards.
At least 20 minutes of light rain.
20 minutes of light rain. Thanks, Jeff. Could have told me that before I put the mediums on. As I said, there's no grip anywhere. This was inevitable, really. I gave it a couple of laps to try and make it work. But yeah, the weather gets worse after this, not better. So I made the decision to go back onto ints. So stopping again for another set of ints. At this point, I'm basically almost a lap down. Like, Ishii's coming around the final corners now, and I'm just in the pit lane. So pretty much at this point, I think my race is over. It's pretty much done. But now that I've got the right tyres and clean air, I'm now setting fastest laps. This is the saddest thing. I think I would have pulled away from everyone and kept going. Fastest lap again. Just getting more and more confidence in the wet. The back of Smithy in here. Like, I'm probably due to overtake him this lap anyway, but he makes a mistake and the man sneak around him.
Full course caution. The safety car is out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive delta.
Okay, so the problem here is my tyres are not that new, but they're not that worn either, and I'm not sure whether the right thing to do here is to pit. 8 laps left. I think I can make those tyres last if I'm careful, but I'm not sure. So I spend a lot of time umming and ahhing about this, trying to decide what to do. But in the end, ultimately, I decided to stay out and risk it, see what happens.
The safety car is waiting for the leader. You may overtake it. Overtake the safety car.
So there goes the safety car that I've just passed. Yeah, I've got a whole lap to catch back up, but the good news now is that we've just moved back into 7th place at least. So if you look at the map at this point, that safety car pack is now two corners ahead of me, and I can absolutely catch them up before the end of the lap. But just thinking about it, I realise I probably could go in, get some ints. The guys behind me definitely can't catch me up, I don't think. And I might just, if I'm lucky, catch that pack up before that safety car reset, but it's going to be very, very, very close. Okay, so a new set of ints, but in order to catch this pack up, I'm going to have to absolutely fly at this point, get anywhere near them. And geez, I'm still 37 seconds down at this point, so I don't know how much of that gap I can close off.
Car is in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
So that safety car is now coming in. Those guys are on the straight preparing for their restart, and I am 21 seconds back. At this point I'm pretty much sure I'm done, and in 7th place is where I'm going to end up. But you can see that time comes down really fast. 35 seconds is now 7 seconds. I'm still gaining on them really quickly. 4 seconds. 2 seconds. Now I'm right on the back. I should have probably used more of my overtake here, but decided to save some of it for later. I thought I was going to get comfortably past Lima Bean, but I think he used all his ERS and defending there. I lose a little bit of time to Lima Bean here. I'm just being careful. I do not want to end up in a wall. We passed the blue flag. It's not a non-issue. Okay, so back right on the back of Lima Bean here. He goes wide a bit. I'm going past him here no matter what he spins anyway. So now back in 6th. Pretty happy with this. But I know I can do more than this. I know I can get further before the end of this race. We've still got 2 laps to go. So I'm feeling really good here. I know first opportunity I get, I'm going past Chuck, and I can see Cameron's got a penalty. Like, Kem's just up the road as well. There's a potential possibility of a podium here. Just need a little bit of luck, and then this happens. Chuck goes into the wall. Unfortunately, that takes out a big chunk of my wing, leaving the right side bright orange. So yeah, I'm not expecting to have any grip now, and actually pretty much any chance of a podium completely gone. Everything I can at this point just to survive now. The car feels awful. You see Lima Beans on me again. Just getting the car around these corners is horrible now. So Lima Bean overtakes, not really much I can do about that. But Cameron's still within 5 seconds, only just. but it's going to be really hard to stay in 5 seconds with that broken wing. So even with the broken wing, I'm still managing to maintain that gap to Cameron. It's so devastating. It would have been great to know what I could have done from the front of that race without the drive-through penalty. But yeah, happy with 5th and fastest lap. What a crazy, intense, eventful race. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.